Okay. Let's check this out.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today it looks like we'll be getting a cure to the cyanide that was Modern Warfare 3. It's time to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and why I am so excited for it. Why it sounds like everything I've ever dreamed of. Now, if you're interested to see what I thought about,
I'm sorry, I didn't even know there was a Black Ops 5. I'm like way out of the loop on the COD games. I didn't even realize it was a Black Ops 5. Okay.
the other games shown at the Xbox showcase, I made a
Okay, Bonzolo. I hope to see you again, and thank you so much. Again, I can't thank you enough. Yeah, yeah, Walt? Like, Excel? Thank you. Thank you. Thanks you, Tysel.
Bang, 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 bang.
Good, Bonzolo. I'm glad. Black Ops Cold War, which was after Black Ops 5, might be... Oh my god, I'm so out of the loop. Okay. I am so out of the loop on this. Not too surprised, no. Call of Duty was never really a big thing for me, so... Oh, Tysel, you completionist.
separate video, link in the description. But today we're focusing solely on Black Ops 6 because
We've got a job to do.
they showed about 25 minutes of new material, going over the campaign, innovations to movement in multiplayer, round-based zombies. Can you fucking believe innovations to movement in multiplayer,
Interesting.
round-based zombies? Can you fucking believe it? I wanted Warzone zombies too, though. What about Warzone zombies too? Everything they talked about was sweet music to my ears because they told me everything I wanted to hear. Now, this is still Activision, so we must proceed with caution lest our hype lead us astray. So today I'm going to take an in-depth look and
Yeah. And he's 100% right about that, because how many times have game companies told you everything you wanted to hear, and when it actually launched, it was same shit, different day. Exactly, Tysel. Yep. So, I mean, it's why I always say any new game coming out that looks good, give it. Yes, the ceasefire is for real, Kyle. Yes, ceasefire is for real. Well, yeah, it's exactly like people have been burned too much before. Now I didn't see the announcement, so I'm not sure everything he's talking about, but I'm guessing he'll go through it. Let's find out.
give you my opinions and thoughts on the gameplay reveal trailer and the full showcase. The reveal trailer, by the way, has a whopping 56 million views.
Jesus.
Holy fuck, Mason, that's a lot of numbers. That's a big number. Call of Duty still is the ultimate hype beast. Is this more views than the Infinite Warfare trailer? Hold on. It is. It is.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
46 million. Jesus. So Black Ops 6 is set in 1991 during the Gulf War. An interesting choice.
I wouldn't stomp on you, Tysel. You know that. But you wouldn't want to make me cry, would you?
But of course we are running out of wars to cover. What immediately caught my eye was that George H.W. Bush and Bill Clinton both appeared in this trailer. This is a great way to start things off. With recognizable figures, presidents, they add a sort of legitimacy to the games, a level of seriousness, maturity, Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer don't really care about history or portraying it the same way that Treyarch does, going as far back as World at War. And to me, this is one of the things that makes Call of Duty so fucking cool. When it's historical fiction, when we're inserted into an actual time period with real historical figures. When you get orders to take out Dragovich in Black Ops 1,
Thank you for the follow,
you get them from
Virus
President
and Vitamin
Kennedy.
Social.
The Black Ops series has always done a great job of integrating historical figures into its narrative with great success and with great controversy. So seeing the unorthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton in this game is a good sign. Saddam Hussein sighting. We got Saddam Hussein in this bitch. You know, it'd be so funny. I'm not the most religious man, but God, can we please have a mission in Black Ops 6 where we find Saddam Hussein's cave? Please. I don't ask much of you, but just do me this one solid, man. Stop! Did you see that fucking Illuminati sign?
Run that back.
No, I didn't.
Right there, right there. It's real, bro. It's real.
Doc!
Cheer 1000, cheer 1000.
Doc, what the fuck? Guys, seriously? Thank you. Fucking. Thank you. Doc, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Bill Clinton voice, I did not have relations with that woman.
Okay, I'll accept the bit. I'll accept those bits for the TTS joke. I will accept.
I didn't even notice that. The Prodigy is so fucking hype. If you're looking for some gym music, bro, The Prodigy is your go-to. This is almost generating like Battlefield 1 levels of hype. The song choice, the remix is perfect. That's a really good sign.
How's he look?
He's back! He's back! They brought him back! I'm gonna say it, fellas. Russell Adler is the best new character introduced in the Call of Duty franchise since Raul Menendez in Black Ops 2. I stand by that. Okay. Maybe Kevin Spacey was
Yes,
better.
no,
What
man.
you're seeing is advanced warfare.
Russell Adler, pun intended, added a layer of mystery and intrigue to Cold War's story.
Well, here's the thing. He was obviously based on Robert Redford. From this is Robert Redford. No question. Yeah, I know. Different strokes, different folks. But that's like, I mean, who else is seeing Robert Redford here? It cannot be just me. I didn't feel like this is like Robert Redford partially from Spy Games. Although he wasn't like a badass like this character is in Spy Games. But yeah, this is definitely Redford. At least as far as like the design. As far as the design goes for how they want the character to look, they definitely used him as a mom. Which I thought was cool. I thought that, I mean, Robert Redford as a badass spy, like badass CIA spy, absolutely. Good choice. I thought it was excellent. Yeah. Oh yeah. And yeah, it was, you know, if you're gonna model a badass on something, you definitely could do worse than him. He's, you know, he pulls it off. He can pull it off.
And I'm thrilled to see him return. I guess this also implies that at the end of Cold War, Adler killed Bell and survived? Interesting.
You don't have to trust me, Marshal. But it might be better if you do.
Nope. That man is going to betray us again. Just you wait. At the end of this game, Russell Adler's going to betray our ass again.
Hey, it's something you should see.
Well, would you look at that? An onion in a wheelchair. Ain't that the darndest thing you ever saw?
I'm a goddamn onion, Mason.
What the fuck is that? Who the fuck says that?
Are you an onion, Woods? No. You look like one. Frank Woods is also back. Unfortunately, not with the original voice actor George Burns. But it would have been odd to have a new voice actor then transition back to the old one. It is what it is, I suppose. Now, Black Ops 6 is meant to fill the gap in between 1980 and the Black Ops 2 missions that took place in 2025. So effectively, what we're finally getting is a sequel to Black Ops 2 and a sequel to Cold War. And that premise got me very hungry, man. I am starving for this. Treyarch and Raven always kill it with the story-driven campaigns. Except Black Ops 3.
Train go boom.
And when they don't even fucking try. So the rest of the trailer is cool action shots and, well, that looks like Russell Adler flying out of the White House on a...
Yeah, Tycel, I think that's the question on a lot of people's minds. How are they gonna fuck this up? Because let's face it, Activision does not have a good track record these days. You know, cutscenes are one thing. You can have really beautiful looking cutscenes. That's only like a quarter or less of the battle when it comes to making a game. Plus, I'm not even sure they did collab with Redford. They may have just used his likeness as a model, but it's like the cutscenes is just a fraction of what makes the game good. So I'm guessing he's gonna go into gameplay, actual gameplay. So we'll see. You know, we'll see what he says there.
Goddamn motorcycle. Holy fuck, this is looking awesome.
May God continue to bless the United States of America.
Ooh fucking raw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the best trailers Call of Duty has ever had. 10 out of 10, sets some very high expectations. The tone is perfect. I have no complaints.
Pre-order the Vault Edition and get the Hunters vs. Hunted Operator Pack.
Oh, well, okay. They had to sneak that.
And there you go. There it is. Pre-order today. Yep. Yep, that's the first inch. Well, it's, you know, Shadow, there's a reason why I say never pre-order and never buy any game release these days. Wait at least a week or two after a game launches, get some reviews first. Don't fall for the FOMO hype. Don't fall for the FOMO. Let someone else be the guinea pig. Someone else can be the guinea pig for you for the first week or two. Let them feel the pain. And if they, and if, you know, enough say, yeah, this is good. Enough trusted reviewers say, yeah, this is a good game. Then get it. But don't buy any game released these days for at least like major AAA. Wait for a week or two. Because they, you know, to buy one of these games, you're spending at minimum $60-70 at minimum, and that's in the U.S. In Canada, you're spending $90 on one of these AAA releases. Save your money. Wait to find out if the damn thing even works. And if it does, then get it. That is Ember's advice corner for the day. Wait a week or two and make sure it's actually worth your money.
That one in there. Pre-order. Are you fucking pre-ordering yet? Pre-order the Vault Edition to get Russell Adler's dildo skin. Are you fucking pre-ordering yet? So now we're going to go over the full showcase, the one that goes really in depth with what's new in Black Ops 6.
I've been working here for over 20 years, and I can...
Don't care, Wonder Waffle. That is a goddamn Wonder Waffle right there. That's really cool. Sorry, Mark. These animations look really good, by the way. Anytime they show that they're doing mocap, great sign.
In true signature Black Ops fashion, our story builds on real history.
See what I'm saying? Real history, boys. Real history. It's fucking cool. War is cool.
Where a shadowy force has infiltrated the highest levels of the U.S. government.
Well, that sounds like Black Ops to me. If I could describe what Black Ops is in a nutshell.
Tycel, but this is Activision, not Ubisoft. I don't think Activision has that subscription service. And Mia, what Tycel's talking about with the 130, that's like what Ubisoft is doing with the upcoming Star Wars game and the upcoming Assassin's Creed game. They have this like deluxe edition where you can get a pre-order and early access and extra skins and extra skill points and etc. etc. That's like the ultimate edition is $130. But they're also saying, or you can pay us like $25-30 a month subscription, and they're hoping people will forget they have it and just let it keep building. That's what Tycel is kind of making the comparison with. It's an effort for Ubisoft to get people to sign up for Ubisoft Plus and get them on the subscription service and hope people forget about it, so they just keep getting billed every month. Yeah. And yeah, Activision doesn't have it now, but you're right. You're probably right. It is probably only a matter of time.
It would be that sentence.
New way to push beyond your limits and move like an action hero.
This is a great marketing line, a phrase that will stick in your head when you think about Black Ops 6. Move like an action hero. Yes.
Round-based zombies is absolutely back.
Right, Tycel, the Game Pass. This is coming out in Game Pass, isn't it? There you go. So they'll push the Game Pass. Well, I mean, here's the thing. You need the Game Pass anyway to play on. You need Game Pass anyway. So what they're trying to they're trying to get you to do like public Game Pass Ultimate. That's probably what they're trying to do. But they're probably gonna try and push people to Game Pass Ultimate. The higher price one is my guess. Yeah, because Call of Duty doesn't, like, the multiplayer doesn't even work unless you have Game Pass, which I hate, by the way. I really hate that. Yeah, exactly.
Better than ever.
Can you fucking believe it, Mason? Can you believe it? We made it. I can't believe we made it. Round-based zombies? I promised myself I wouldn't cry. But on the real, better than ever is a bold statement, Cotton. It's not like recent standards were all that high.
You're right, Tycel.
I mean,
it's just Xbox. It's not
Vanguard
PC.
Zombies and Warzone zombies.
It's only Xbox.
What the fuck?
Where is he? He's just fucking like, what the fuck, bro? What the?
All the more reason why you guys should blow my nuts off with this. Please do.
Let's step into the mind-bending campaign experience we've been crafting.
Mind-bending campaign. They are selling it right now, and I respect the hell out of it. Also, Raven has a pretty good...
You can respect it. I'm self-first,
Boom, bitties be upon ye.
House guest. Thank you. Thank you, house guest. You're deliberately trying to derail me off my reacts, aren't you? And Shadow, I know Xbox Live is what's required. But they're trying to roll Live is rolled into Game Pass, so they're trying to get you to get Game Pass. That way you don't have to buy the actual game. You can play both the game and have access to the Xbox Live all in one little package. Because I think they're trying to actually get rid of Xbox Live itself and make just Game Pass a thing the only thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft is very desperate to try and get more people signed on to Game Pass. 100%. And Snowman, if I didn't think my microphone would pitch out and die, yes, I would attempt to try and do the Smeagol voice.
Good history of contributing to Call of Duty. They worked on the Cold War campaign, so emulate greatness is what I'm saying.
No turning back.
I'm not sure I'm not sure I could do a good one, Tycel. I don't know if I could do a good one. I can try, but I'm not making any promises. If you guys want me to try, I can try, but I'm not going to make any promises that's going to sound any good. End of video. Let's finish the video first.
Back now.
Excuse me, sir. I believe the line is, remember, no Russian. Please get it right next time.
When we set out to make Black Ops 6, we were focused on delivering missions so iconic that they stick in your memory long after.
I already completely forgot every mission in last year's Call of Duty, I'll be honest. Missiles.
Where are the missiles? Tony's got their own missiles.
Like I said, standards for campaign have never been lower, so now is the best time for Treyarch and Raven to like pull their shit together and really give us a fantastic campaign experience.
We're giving you more variety, more dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay.
No, I want Call of Duty missions to take place on Warzone maps. It was the best. It was fantastic, phenomenal. Why are you changing something? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm sorry.
More dynamic moment-to-moment gameplay and more options to finish each mission.
If I was in the club and Danny DeVito came up to me and whispered this sentence in my ear, I would go back to his place. Branching paths, multiple endings, having weight behind the decisions you make. These are the reasons why Black Ops 2's story became the best in the franchise, and it is music to my ears that they are trying.
Now, Black Ops 2, someone refresh my memory. Is that the one where Soap gets killed? Is Black Ops 2, is that the original one where Soap actually gets killed? Like it's the whole thing with Makarov, and Tyso, I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so it's Modern Warfare 3. So Black Ops 2, I can't even think of what. I don't even know what happened. I am so fucking out of it. I haven't followed the whole Call of Duty story, so I am honestly way behind the 8 ball on the story that he's talking about, where the choices matter. I am pretty far behind the 8 ball on that.
Trying to replicate that again.
The game is packed with unexpected moments of Black Ops mystery. It's a high-octane spy thriller.
Again, they're just describing it in all the ways that stay true to Black Ops and make me hype as fuck.
Where you're never sure who to trust and what's real.
And that means that the only person that I can't trust is myself.
And there was a growing mistrust in government, reflected everywhere, across the music, television, and pop culture of the time.
So again, this is another important point to touch on, right? You remember in Black Ops 1, when you're in Vietnam and you hear Fortunate Son? That's music and pop culture reflective of people's attitudes towards the Vietnam War. So the fact that they have dialed in on this with the Gulf War, I'll keep saying it, great fucking sign.
Black Ops 6 comes after the events of the Cold War, but is directly tied to the 1986 flashbacks in Black Ops 2.
So they're going out of their way to tie BO6 to the best story in the series, and that means they're trying to replicate what the best story in the series has offered. That was where the interesting story got derailed in Black Ops 3 and where it ceased to exist in Black Ops 4.
The aftermath of which has left our heroes in dire circumstances.
Something you should see. Goddamn onion, Mason.
He's dead! In this new chapter, we see a different side of Woods following his traumatic injury at the hands of Raul Menendez.
I just got whiplash hearing that name again. Oh my god, they actually mentioned him? What's so cool about them referencing Menendez is it's a clear indicator that they're appealing to older fans, such as myself. My knees hurt. Because Black Ops 2 came out in 2012, so younger audiences aren't gonna know who the fuck he is. But I will, and you will.
He's been pulled from the field as he adjusts.
Thanks, Rave. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. That's I'm glad. That's why I want people here. It's just have fun, enjoy themselves, and be happy to be here. Yeah, 2012. Hey, I will say, I'm kind of cautious, because anytime a dev does this kind of promo where they've got multiple devs talking about how great everything is, it gets me a little suspicious, honestly. Because whenever we see something like this, usually when the game comes out, it's pretty disappointing. So...
You're amazing, Ember. Thanks for the amazing stream. Keep it up.
Thanks, Corey. But you know what? You guys are a big reason why my stream might be considered amazing. You guys are a big part of that. I wouldn't have an amazing stream without amazing people in my chat. You guys are what make that. You guys are a big part of why any stream might be called amazing. Just remember that. You guys are big part of it.
Just to a new role within the CIA.
This is also really cool because in BO2 we saw Woods in his wheelchair as he was an old man, and in this it's like fresh. This is a part of his character that we haven't seen before.
They soon realize they have to trust each other to get to the bottom of what's going on.
Last time I trust Russell Adler, man, didn't work out for me.
And with the sudden return of notorious operative Russell Adler.
Yeah, that's my fucking boy. That's my boy right there.
For the Black Ops single-player campaign, we prioritized mission variety and unique experiences.
Well, that just sounds awful, doesn't it? I want to have a mission where I destroy 3 helicopters and that's it, okay? My brain can't handle any more stimulation than that.
Our goal was to offer players a wide variety of mission types.
Snowman, thank you. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. I'm glad you guys have fun with me watching this stuff. And just interacting with me and me interacting with you, and that sounds really cool because it's not, we're talking. Neither of us are robots, we're talking. I'm glad. That's all I can say is I'm glad. I'm happy you guys are enjoying yourself because I'm fucking loving doing this.
Doesn't it sound like they're directly addressing how fucking awful the MW3 campaign was last year?
You terrorist.
No!
You look like one.
We want to emphasize unique mission design.
One moment, you'll be storming a palace. The next, you'll be pulling off a heist at a casino.
New loot boxes just dropped.
Okay, slightly off topic here, but this is kind of funny. You'd be surprised how many people come looking for help from the fuel rats and ask us, "Are you guys robots?" And my first reaction is beep boop.
Boys, new loot boxes, hell fucking yeah. Get your credit card ready. Post those 16 digits of your credit card in the description below. Don't forget the expiration date and the unique code on the back.
Within these missions, we wanted gameplay to unfold in multiple ways, giving players the freedom to navigate through them as they see fit.
I hate this idea. I hate the idea of freedom and being able to play these games the way I want. You know, having like sandbox missions where you have multiple options. You know, I much prefer it when I have like one linear path where I run down and shoot everybody in sight until I go on to the next linear path. Is the sarcasm running thin yet?
We also have
conversation
opportunities where you can talk, barter, and manipulate your way into different experiences.
It sounds like a real fucking campaign, doesn't it? It sounds like everything I've wanted from a Call of Duty campaign since I made my Black Ops 2 review. That's crazy.
These mechanics that they're talking about are sounding a little too involved, honestly. That discussion was like, oh, you could choose to barter in or something, but it's like now we're getting into mechanics they're starting to get too in depth. Is Black Ops 2 still $50, Cadian? It's still $50 on Steam? Holy shit! And by the way, Cadian, welcome. Yeah, Walj, I mean, that's the thing. We're hearing a lot of promises that have been made by a lot of developers in the last 10 years, and very, very few have been able to deliver. And that's what has me very, very nervous. it has me very nervous that we're getting a lot of. So it's almost full price. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the devs hyping it up in this way is making me feel more and more cautious about what we're actually going to get at release, honestly.
Crazy. Also, look at this. Meeting the future, Bill Clinton. You're going to meet Bill Clinton in this mission.
I did not have sexual relations
with that Adler. It's like they had a checklist of everything I love about a Call of Duty campaign and said, yeah, let's do what Ackman said. I will not take credit. I'm just saying. Okay, the first criticism I have is that the blur effect.
Fine, you don't want to listen to the Ackman. Listen to me. Give it a week or two after it comes out. Internets, YouTube, whomever sees this. You know I'm listening to Ackman, fine. Listen to me. Wait a week or two after launch. Let someone else be the guinea pig. You're not missing out on anything. Let someone else give it a week. Give it a week, give it a week and a half or so. Let someone else play it. You'll find out real fucking quick if it's worth spending the money on. Eggy, I'm thinking that this is from a different game. This is from a different Black Ops. I don't think this is from Sex. So. Tell me if you want to go for it. Thank you, Snowman. I mean, hopefully you get your money's worth that way. It sounds really bad. Sorry, it sounds really bad. Forget I said that, okay? I didn't say that.
Effects in this gameplay look fucking awful. If I can turn that off, we're good.
One mission in particular takes place in a vast desert in Iraq. You and your team are hunting down.
That was a poke, wasn't it? That was a poke.
Missile launchers with the SAS. Hunting down missile launchers.
Where are the fucking missiles? Again with the missiles. You know what? Everything else sounds so
Hi,
great.
Mister.
I'll give you a pass
Welcome.
on this one. I don't even care that we're going to recycle the same fucking plot point. That is actually going to be the big kicker. If the plot is interesting, if they fuck up the plot, then our decisions aren't going to really matter and much of the campaign will fall flat.
We have a mission that takes place in an opulent casino.
I can't wait to gamble for Gobblegums. Can we buy Gobblegums in this campaign mission? Treyarch, Raven, good idea there for you. This is so fucking
Why, as a developer, when you're talking about your game, would you specifically say, we have a mission in an opulent casino? Why would you specify that? Out of everything you're talking about in the game, why would you specify you're on a mission in an opulent casino? Why should that matter? Concerning. It is concerning.
flick right there. God, Russell Adler is so cool. Look at Marshall on the left seducing the fucking bodyguard as he hands the security card to Adler. Oh, this is how I used to sell drugs.
What? We are excited to offer an array of brand new equipment, as well as some favorites from the Black Ops universe. Homing knife.
Oh, the knife explodes? Oh, okay. That looks fucking sick. Bro, imagine the final kill cam with a throwing knife that explodes. The possibilities, man, the clips. I'm so excited to see how...
Yeah, Eki, he's got a not so subtle thing for Adler, doesn't he? Hey, Tyson, you talk about the knife. It does look the knife, the throwing knife does look interesting. It does. I mean, oh, the drugs like, well, Eki, it was a joke. I mean, I get it. Call of Duty had some cool gadgets, I will say. Yeah.
People use this.
The campaign is grounded within an expanded campaign hub called the Safe House. You might remember we also had that in Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah, and it was one of the coolest fucking things Call of Duty has ever done. And the fact that you're bringing it back here, at the risk of repeating myself, is a really good sign. Again,
yeah,
it
so a
sounds
lot
like
of people
Raven
like
is
Call of
trying
Duty
to
with
integrate
Battlefield.
everything that worked in previous campaigns into this one.
At least the latest
and
Battlefield.
I could not be happier with what they told me. Whether or not they actually deliver is a different story. But this was 9.5 solid minutes of insight into the campaign, and I'm just glad the campaign is actually a major focus this time around. Black Ops 6 looks to truly innovate the series like no other game has before with Omni movement. It's basically the ability to sprint, dive, and slide in any direction. I'm sure there's a shooter that's done this before, but the only one that comes to my mind immediately is Helldivers 2, where it works phenomenally. Movement has always posed a significant issue in COD multiplayer, and they've never been able to please everybody. People complain MW2 is too slow. Vanguard and MW3 are like you're on crack. It's too fast. But Omni movement could be that happy middle ground. What's gonna make or break this game are the exploits. What is the sweatiest way possible somebody can abuse these mechanics? That remains to be seen.
Movement has been a consistent area of focus and innovation for Call of Duty.
I love this phrasing because
okay. It's... yeah. I'm just thinking, and I probably shouldn't be because this is a video game we're talking about. I'm thinking from a realistic movement point of view. You're not going to be able to sprint in a strafe and still be able to stay on target like you will in Call of Duty. And I think the whole reason why lateral movement was probably slowed down in Call of Duty and it wasn't fast is because in a combat situation, you're not going to be sprinting laterally while still facing forward. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah. It's well, what I'm saying is it's more realistic if you have a slightly slower lateral movement when you're still facing forward. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Because movement has been a continuous point of contention within the COD community.
And our enhanced supine prone and full 360 degrees range of motion.
Now this I like. This I like. This is cool. Where instead of doing this pivoting thing, you're kind of rolling and you know your line of sight is moving, but you're rolling on your back. This I like. This looks really this looks good. I don't know. Does Siege do that? I don't know. I don't play Siege.
These are the new dog models right here. It was probably time to polish up the prone animation. It always looked a bit goofy.
From the beginning, we started with, you can't do this thing, why?
Because the Call of Duty community is notorious for accepting change positively.
We truly believe that once you experience Omni movement, there's no going back. There's no going back.
See, the movement looks extremely dynamic, but I have to retain a healthy amount of skepticism.
Yeah, I like the lateral movement on foot. I'm not sure I feel, but the shifting in prone, where you're front face prone and then you kind of roll to your side and then to your back, to maintain your sight picture. That looks cool and that is realistic. So we're getting a mixture of realistic and you're stretching realism there. Hi Dusty, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're watching Ackman talk about Black Ops 6 and what he thinks it's going to be like.
Because this is all going to depend on how well it's balanced and if certain exploits like bunny hoppings or slide canceling are going to be the meta, are going to end up being necessary for the average Joe to master in order to compete. especially with skill-based matchmaking.
For the first time in Call of Duty, players will be able to change their HUD in
Yeah, in terms of, I get that. I get that. It's like you are playing a video game. Why do you want realistic? I totally get it. And that's why I'm not flat out saying, oh, this is, I don't like this. It's why I'm saying, it's like, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because, yes, you're playing a video game, so you just don't necessarily want realism. Exactly, Taiso. Yeah, like, especially in a game like COD, where it is supposed to feel somewhat more grounded. That's kind of the point I'm making. So, yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make.
dramatic ways to suit their needs.
I was surprised they took the time to talk about UI improvements. It's not the sexiest thing to highlight, but this is kind of a game changer. Being able to control the size of the minimap, where your equipment is on screen, where your kill streaks are, that's a huge quality of life improvement that allows players to customize how they play the game and how they experience it. What I'm trying to say is that I probably won't be making a rant about shitty user interface in Black Ops 6, or will I?
For instance, streamers can choose a layout optimized for their setup.
I think it's interesting that by focusing on the streamer's experience when playing Call of Duty for an audience, they're actually improving it for everybody.
It connects them to the world and helps them feel rewarded for being awesome.
I know all about being awesome, fellas, and this game is looking pretty awesome. They're taking the time to talk about settings, you know what I mean? A really good sign. Because in previous and even the most recent games, if you didn't like the UI, tough shit. But now they're actually giving you some amount of control over it.
Hit zones are regions on a character that react when
Yeah,
taking
Dusty,
damage or
that's a
dying.
problem
In
with
past
the
games,
lobbies.
We've only had 4 regions. For Black Ops 6, we've actually increased that to 9 regions.
This is a really bold change to make. I mean, this is like a huge revamp of the damage system, going from 4 different areas of the body with damage multipliers to 9. I'm eager to see how this plays.
We made sure to have special attention to the cuticles and make sure that they don't look like they're just freshly cut. There's dirt in between their nails.
Cuticle graphics, bro. Cuticle graphics. Check those out. Okay.
Okay, that's not really anything new. I think, what was it? Was it Call of Duty? Or I can't remember which one it was. It was one of the the World War II ones that you actually had the hands of your avatar would actually have Garand thumb, the actual Garand thumb mark from loading the clip. That's an odd thing to be pointing out, but
This is pretty much the new dog model, but what makes it not a meme is that they're actually highlighting important parts of the game. Like when they talked about new dog models when they revealed COD Ghosts, it's like the rest of what they showed was just not interesting.
There's a lot of love for how we used to handle Prestige.
You're goddamn right.
Traditional Prestige is back in Call of Duty with Black Ops 6.
Okay.
Players who reach max player level will have the choice to enter Prestige, start fresh with relocked gear.
There was nothing wrong with this. They changed this strictly for player engagement stats. Like resetting Prestige in Call of Duty is the fastest way to get me to not play it as soon as the new season drops. I'm dead fucking serious. I'm gonna play this probably for more than just a month.
The full Prestige system is available on day 1 in Black Ops 6.
In COD World War II. Okay.
Thank you.
We focused on supporting 3 core playstyles for launch.
This could end up being really, really cool or really, really shit. Because it kind of sounds.
And that's it, Tysel. They are saying really good things. And we've heard this come from developers before. And that's why caution is warranted. Especially from Activision. Yeah, Dusty, I don't blame you. You were here when I said it, but I gave my patented advice of, if you're thinking about it, wait a week or 2 after release. Yeah, And you're absolutely right, Commoner. You hype it up too much, it's far too easy to be let down. Anthem is the perfect example.
Like classes and heroes, but at this point, I'm
Snowman,
willing to
absolutely
throw
right.
the dice
Look at
and
how
see what they
Ackman
come up
inspired
with,
about it.
and
He's a faithful.
I'm willing to experiment.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Black Ops game if you can't relive those action hero moments in theater mode, which we're happy to announce is returning
in actual theater mode. Music to my ears, man. So I don't have to record every map.
Tycel? I said this last time. Cyberpunk is one of the very, very few games I got at launch and it didn't disappoint. But I am in the minority on that one. I know. I am in the minority because I was one of the fortunate ones that it ran fine for me and it was a good story. And the campaign was, it was nice and long. That was Cyberpunk is one of the few games that I've ever bought at release and was not disappointed by. But that is an outlier. It's not the norm. So, I never modded it. I just played vanilla Cyberpunk, and that was good enough for me. And I mean, I did 3 playthroughs of it, and after that, I stopped.
If I play a really good one, I can go back and just record that. Everything I wanted, man.
We're happy to announce that we will be launching with 16 all-new MP maps.
16 maps is pretty fucking good. That's pretty good.
12 core 6v6.
PC supposedly did, Mia. Supposedly.
6v6 or 2v2.
This is actually the first major concern I have with the game, that there's not going to be any sort of BTB playlist or maps designed for 8v8, 12v12, 24v24. Just core 6v6 is risky, but we'll see how it turns out. Zombies!
We're excited to announce that there will be 2 brand new maps available at launch.
2 maps at launch. The gold standard set in Black Ops 1. I hope we can just go back to the Black Ops 3 style. I mean, there's rumors that there's going to be gobblegums, so yeah, let's just go back to what works and what everybody agrees is the best.
The innovations in movement systems will also be coming to Zombies,
which will be pretty fucking sick. They're hyping me up, man.
Make sure to mark your calendars for our worldwide multiplayer reveal event on August 28th.
August 28th, write that down, write that down.
Make sure to stay tuned for details.
Write it down,
and watch your favorite streamers get hands-on Black Ops 6.
I'm not going to be one of those people. I talk too much shit about Call of Duty to get invited to these events. Also, notice how they don't make a big deal about the live service. It's just like an afterthought mentioned 21 minutes into this showcase. Yes, focus on launch. Everything I want to hear.
And that's good. But Tycel, you know what? Ackman is right on this one. It's good that they don't really hammer that home. It's treated as an afterthought. Now, whether or not it's actually implemented in that same way, or if they are just relying incredibly heavily on it, we'll have to see. But at least in the marketing, there's not a big talk about the live service. And that's a positive, at least from a marketing perspective. And yeah, Dusty, Zombies, yeah, it is only fun when you play with friends. Playing it by yourself is, I don't know. I mean, games like that is always, yeah, Talos, exactly. Playing like zombie mode, it's always more fun when you're with a bunch of people. Well, no, it's Tycel. They're gonna put live service mode on everything, with the exception of maybe the campaign. But being in 2024, every game is live service because that's how they're gonna roll in patches and updates and stuff. So.
Here.
Our goal on Black Ops 6 was, and still is, to make something that is the best work we've ever done, and frankly, the most fun to play.
And I think you guys nailed it with the philosophy. I think you've hit pretty much everything I would have said you should do with Black Ops 6.
Every single part of the MP game loop will be improved and better than ever.
It was shown. It was shown. Yes. So, in conclusion, if we're to believe everything we're being told, Black Ops 6 is looking like potentially the best Call of Duty ever made. What it sounds like and what it will be are two completely different things, but it all sounds perfect, almost too perfect. It sounds like everything I've ever wanted from Call of Duty, and that can be a dangerous amount of hype. But if they succeed at what they're attempting, we could put this in the top 3 at least for best Call of Duty ever made. So overall, I'm extremely hyped for Black Ops 6. I've never seen a showcase for a new Call of Duty that made me as hyped as this. What are your thoughts? Leave your opinions and thoughts in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Act Man for more awesome content. All right, everybody, that's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace.
Yes, Tycel, that's I understand why he's getting hyped. Because he loves playing Call of Duty. I get that. And like you said, they're saying all the right things. The problem is this kind of hype is dangerous. Yes, I mean, Star Wars Battlefields. These devs can be sneaky in what they put out in their press releases. We've seen it before. And maybe I'm just a cynical little cat. But I will wait and see. It certainly looks good. Anything that looks good, we've seen it too many times before.